sixth day of Christmas. There may well have been 6 geese a-laying, but without a national distribution centre, it might be hard to get them to the dinner table in time for Christmas. The significant appeal of 2020 that I want to look at today was the appeal made by Liberty Properties and Eddie Stobart, and which was called in by the Secretary of State. They'd wanted to build a 75 million, 18-foot high, 600,000 square foot national distribution centre, which would operate 24/7, 365 days a year, and include the arrival and departure of 760 HGVs every single day. All of that would occur in the Greenbelt outside Warrington. The council had initially refused the application, but by the time of the called-in inquiry, they decided to support it, leaving only a collection of parish councils to come together to form a Rule 6 party to oppose the application. The Secretary of State, in following the inspector's recommendation, refused the application on the basis of there being no very special circumstances to justify the inappropriate development in the Greenbelt. There were 3 points that come out of the appeal which have wider significance than the case itself. The first is how the inspector dealt with harm to the Greenbelt, in particular with openness. At paragraph 303, the inspector gave weight not just to the harm arising out of the impact of the structure on openness, but also accepted that the activity around it, including the arrival and departure of those 760 HGVs, also had a harm to openness. Secondly, the economy will not always trump the Greenbelt. In this case, the inspector and the Secretary of State found that there were significant economic benefits that came out of the proposal. However, they were not convinced that those benefits outweighed the harm to the Greenbelt. It's a common belief that economy and economic benefits will trump harm to Greenbelt. In this case, that was not the case. The third point is one of prematurity. The primary argument of the Rule 6 party in relation to prematurity was that, in line with paragraphs 49 and 50 of the NPPF, the proposal could be refused solely on the basis of it being premature. However, a secondary argument was run which said that even if the inspector was not convinced that this proposal met the high bar set by those paragraphs in the NPPF, he could still give some weight to the elements of prematurity, that some harm still arose even if it was not enough harm to warrant a sole reason for refusal, and that harm could be given weight in the overall planning balance. Well, the inspector dealt with that argument between 372 and 376 of his report. He was interested by it, but was clearly not convinced by it, and did not follow that line of argument, suggesting that prematurity is an all or nothing ground. Overall, the Secretary of State found that the economic benefits, the significant economic benefits of a proposal like this, did not automatically outweigh the harm to the Greenbelt. And in doing so, they were the Grinch that ruined the developers' Christmas.